Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Donna. In today's video, I'd like to share an updated what's in my diaper bag. I currently have a 4-month-old baby, and so over the weeks and the last few months, I've gotten very savvy, and I found ways to be able to have everything I need on hand when I'm away from home. As you may know, babies they do have blowouts. They vomit, they have accidents, they need to change their clothes, the temperature changes, the weather, you might need a hat, an extra outfit. You can never have too many diapers or wipes. So I found a way to make it very practical. And currently I'm in my Russel Tote in the color brown Timoro. I have to say this bag is amazing. If it's the same as my Ashton tote, which was my first what's in my diaper bag. Now with my Ashton tote, with my first video, it was showing what I first started carrying, and most everything is the same. A couple things I don't carry, and then I have added a few more things. Now things will change as your baby grows, as the needs of your baby grow, and it does change also if you're nursing or bottle feeding or pumping. Or I am nursing, and I do carry a small cooler with me with an ice pack with a couple bottles with me when I am on the go, just to have. And anyway, so this is what I currently have. I always have a blanket. This is actually my favorite blanket. It's from Pottery Barn. It's from their Love Shack Fancy line. It is one of the nicest blankets. It's so soft, and it's very pretty, and it's very, it like hugs the baby. Like it's not like a stiff blanket. It's very light but warm. And when I put it on my baby, it just kind of just wraps around her little body, and I just love how she looks in it when she has it on. She just looks so cozy and comfortable. So always a baby blanket. Now on the top of my bag, this is what I have when I know what I'm doing for that day. So I always have a hat, bib, kind of laying on top for like, so I can easily grab it. So right here, for instance, we're going to be out for the day. I have this bib. This is from the Feltman Brothers. It's a very lovely bib. You can never have too many bibs, by the way. This is a vintage sun hat. It's really cute on her. And so when I have her in my baby carrier, this is very light cotton, and the sun doesn't shine in her eyes. So I love how it has this little rim. Okay, and then I also have this bonnet. This bonnet is very warm. So for example, yesterday we were out and about yesterday afternoon, and she was sleeping, so I had this on her head, and it kept her warm. And then this bonnet also. I know it seems like a lot of bonnets, but it just depends. Like sometimes there's AC in a room or a store that we're in. It's a little bit chillier, even though it might be hot outside. So I like to have options. Okay, so that goes on top. Now the next thing I like to keep on me is this pouch. And this pouch, it's a zipper clear pouch. It has a little handle. This, I believe I ordered something from Amazon. I forget what it was. I don't know if it was her burp cloths or a blanket or something. And it came with this pouch. And I said I can really use this in my diaper bag. What happens in a diaper bag if you don't keep pouches, and I've done that with my Ashton tote when I first started, is that it gets messy very fast because you're constantly accessing your bag throughout the day. And so if things are not where they're supposed to be, it's just going to be a big mess. And for example, if I asked my older child if they could grab a blanket or a diaper or something, they're rummaging through everything, and everything just gets very messy. So having a pouch keeps everything contained. So in here, this is extras, and about once a week I replenish this pouch. So in here, let me see if I can put this kind of to the side, like so. So in here I have This is a burp cloth. These I love. These are multi-functional. I put this on my shoulder. My baby does slobber. She can burp. So I like to keep this on my shoulder. I also put it inside the car seat. I have this kind and another kind, and also a waterproof kind, so I kind of alternate. And I put it in the car seat. It keeps my baby from getting sweaty. And when there have been an accident, everything was inside my little fabric here. I rolled it up, and I was able to take it out of the car seat, and it was very easy cleanup. So I have that, and alongside with those ones, I have these muslin ones. These ones are also amazing. They're really soft. I also use these in the bath. I put these actually in her bathtub. Before I put her in the bathtub, I lay this in her little, just like this little smaller basin that goes inside her bigger tub. So I put this on top so that way it's not cold for her. She's not slipping everywhere. So I always have these on hand. They're super, super useful. The next thing I like to have, this is a little onesie. It's a long sleeve. And it kind of buttons here on the side. These are awesome. And then here I have a footed one piece. It's zippered, as you can see. And this is very lightweight. But when I need to change her, this is a complete outfit. I don't have a top and a bottom, a sweater. Everything is right here. So I love this. And oftentimes, especially in the winter, my baby will wear socks underneath and a onesie. Okay? The next thing I carry, she hasn't worn this yet, is this little, it's kind of shorts. It's a one piece, short sleeves and short at the bottom. It's watermelon. It's really cute. And this also is a one piece of clothing. It's not multiple pieces. It's easy to get the baby in and out. The next thing I carry in here, and I always carry multiples of, is these bibs. These are muslin bibs. I have them in different prints and colors and shapes. This one's really cute. It's like collared. Okay, so here I have 3. Here's this one. This one's really cute. With bibs, when I bring them with me, for instance, this is where my baby's gonna be having her face and her mouth. So I like to keep it on the inside, so I fold it like so. So I fold where my baby's mouth is going to be like so. That way nothing touches it, and it's sanitary and clean for my baby. All right. And then the last thing I like to carry in this little pouch are some socks. Socks are really important with babies because they do get cold. Socks and hats and onesies. Now, the rule of thumb with a baby is that you dress a baby with how the amount of layers that you have on plus one additional layer. So that's my rule of thumb when I think about what my baby is wearing. And things change as the day goes on. Now, I always have baby wipes. These are not just for diaper changes. I wipe her face, under her neck, her little hands, because she loves to put her hands in her mouth. So these are really great. And I always try to replenish. If, for example, if this gets low, I'll put it at my diaper changing station at home, and I'll put in my diaper bag a brand new pack. So that way I always have a new pack when I'm out and about. I keep a water bottle for myself just to have on hand. And another thing I like to keep for myself is some sort of snack. I really like these sticks. They're very delicious and easy to keep in my diaper bag that doesn't make a mess. My baby does take pacifiers, so I always have her pacifiers freshly washed and dried, and they're just sitting in here. And then when I put her in the car seat, she already has one with her pacifier clip. Here's one that's similar. I really like this, and for this kind of a pacifier, I have this round silicone that goes around the pacifier so it hangs on. I have one, and it's on the other one of these. This is just extra for my diaper bag. Okay, so this is really important for me. The next thing I have here, let's see here, sanitizer. This comes in very handy. I've used this so many times. Now, this is a pouch. It came as a pack of 3. It's a waterproof pouch. I got it from Amazon. This is the smaller of the 3 sizes. It has a little wristlet strap. You can just barely get it on. But what's great about this, you can attach it to your stroller handle if you wanted to. But what I keep in here, and I think this is really key, is diapers. Now, diapers, when you first take them out of the packaging, they are very tight and compact. But once you take it out of the packaging, they start loosening up. And once they do that, they just get all over the place, okay? And they just make a big mess. And then they start opening up, and it's not very... It's just, they're everywhere. So this has helped me to keep my diapers in one place. And in here, I have a couple of different kinds of changing mats. These are disposable. When I'm on the go, I do like the disposable ones. I try not to change a baby's diaper in public restrooms. I prefer in my car or in my stroller. So I'll put the stroller, the bassinet setting, and I'll put one of these, and that's how I'll change my baby's diaper. If I am in public and I need to change her diaper, I will go into the bathroom stall. I'll take out many sheets of the seat covers, the toilet seat covers, and I'll lay them on the changing table in the restroom, and then I'll put one of these on top. Many babies have used those tables, and I don't know, and I don't think that they ever get cleaned. So I do like to, if I should use it, that's how I have in the past. I like to use extra precautions. One thing that I also really love is I have these in our cars, and I have it here at our diaper changing station and in my bag here. This are little baggies, so when I do change her diaper, I always have this already opened, and I put her diaper in here and close it off. I don't have it right now, but I do have some ointment with us that I like to carry. So having this like so, her diapers in here, keeps everything from going all over the place. So this is very important. And then another thing that I love to carry is this bag, this blanket. This is a much smaller blanket. It's cotton. This, sometimes I'll put it in her stroller when she has her, the bassinet and she's laying flat. I'll put this at the bottom, and I'll lay her on top because it's very soft. And that way if she gets sweaty, it's all in one place. And I like cotton more than I like the stroller material when she's sleeping. And then this is an oversized muslin blanket. This is excellent, especially here where I live. It's very warm oftentimes. So I found that if I'm nursing, for example, in the car or on the go, I just kind of take the corner and I tuck it into my bra strap, and I hang it over my baby, and it's the perfect nursing cover. It's very light, and it's large, and she also uses it as a blanket in the car when we're traveling. I try not to put too much stuff on her because I don't want her to get too hot, but we do have the AC on, and so I'll open this up, and I'll put this over her legs, that way she's not cold. Okay, so that's her little blanket. And at the bottom of the bag, I keep the dust bag that comes with the Russel. It's an oversized dust bag, and it keeps the bottom of the bag from getting dirty. I would say I'm pretty careful with my bags. I really do like keeping them looking nice. I don't like my bags looking dingy, or I just like taking care of my things. I haven't used this back pocket much, but it's very large. My whole hand go in there. It's very spacious. And I have also my mints down there. So it's just an excellent bag. I've never snapped it just because it's always filled to capacity. And my diaper bags, I actually carry them under my stroller in the stroller basket. So I will only carry it on my shoulder, like in and out of the car, going into the house, out, come back to the car, loading and unloading. But otherwise, my diaper bags do stay in the basket. Now, if I were to pick between the two of them, it would be really hard to pick the Russel Tote and the Ashton Tote. Both of these bags are amazing. They're both very spacious. I really like the color of both of them. I would say the Ashton tote is a lot more malleable. It's a lot more flexible. It's a lot more soft, even though they're both Florentine. The straps are longer, which I really, really do like. This is like the perfect strap drop. Let me actually measure it. Let me see. So the strap drop on the Ashton tote is about, let's see here. About 10.5, I'd say. Okay. And then on the Russel, it's about an 8, 7.5, 8. Okay. And these handles are rolled, so I don't know if they stay like as perfectly on the shoulder as these straps. And these ones aren't very thin. They have a little bit of width to them. I would say about 1/2 inch. Yep, 1/2 inch. So they're really great. They both have a magnetic closure, like so, as does the Russel. There we go. And I would say they're both about the same length. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and put it to the side. So the Ashton is about, I would say 15.5 from this side to this side. Okay. And the height is, I would say about 12-ish, 11.5 I'd say is the height. And then the depth is about 4.5. I don't always count this extra part, but if I were, it's about upwards of 6. So it just depends how you want to measure it. Okay, so excellent bag. Very happy with this bag. Now I do know that the Ashton comes in a smaller size, and I haven't had the smaller size, but I know this is the larger one. And this actually is a sample bag. Let me show you. So I don't know. It's sample, not for resale, from Dooney. I don't know if this color and this size, if more was made, or if it's like one of a kind. So I know it's not easy to find. So, but I have seen Ashton totes on the secondary market, and I think it's one of those bags that when they did come out, I think people weren't really paying attention to it, and then now it's gone and it's hard to find. But it came in Florentine and different colors of Florentine. And so there's that. So let's measure the medium Russel. At the bottom, the base is about 14 inches. The depth is about 7 inches. And then the height is about, let's see here, about 11 inches, I'd say. So they're very close in size. And they're both amazing bags. They both look beautiful. This Florentine leather just can't be beat. I mean, and then brown Timoro from Dooney, as many people know, is just so deep, so chocolatey. This gorgeous zipper tape. Their beautiful zipper pull. It's just, their gorgeous stitch work. I mean, what's not to love? It's an amazing bag. And so this is what I carry. I alternate between the two. I also have an acrylic bag that I carry on occasion when I go to the park with my son. I'll bring that with me, and I'll just keep her diaper pack, baby wipes, a bib, and a blanket. Just super basic because I'm close to home, so I don't need my whole diaper bag. But when I'm gone for an extended period of time, like a couple hours or more, I do bring a full-size diaper bag. Now, when I first started using the Ashton tote a few months ago, I was actually carrying in there my wallet and my pouch with whatever I wanted to bring with me for the day. And I found that it was so inconvenient having to go under my stroller and rummage through this whole bag looking for my diaper, for my wallet, or whatever I needed for that day, my own personal things. It was hard getting and finding it. I was just making a big mess. So I decided from that point on that I would go ahead and wear my own crossbody. And so the crossbodies, I do alternate depending on what I'm doing and where I'm going. Currently, I'm using the Binocular crossbody bag in black, in the Florentine leather. It's black with this beautiful whip stitching. This helps me stay organized, and it keeps my stuff separated from my baby's things. And I really like that. It has a tongue and loop closure. This bag is probably one of my favorite crossbody bags. It is fairly lightweight, I would say, for a leather Florentine bag. It keeps me so organized. It's so easy to find what I need. And as you know, as the day goes on, you add things in there. And I do clean it out every few days or so. But at this time, this is what I'm able to fit in here. I'm using this coin case as my wallet. This is an excellent piece to use as a wallet. I've used it many different ways. But as you can see, it fits here perfectly in the front. And it's so easy to pull in and out when I'm at the register to pay. Let me see if I can't put this down here, just so it's easier to pull my things out. All right, so this is a wristlet that I purchased from Coach. This denim is so nice. It's very soft. I like that it has a slim profile. The zipper is very nice and smooth, as we know. I wish the wristlet was detachable because I don't find myself using the wristlet much. I really love this touch with the cherry charm. And let's see here. In here, I have some other pieces that I like to carry with me. My own personal things. So just keep that in there. Okay. And then the next thing I like to carry is this pouch from Dooney Burke, the DB75. And this, I find myself reaching for this quite a bit. Again, I like that slim, has a slim profile. And I just keep whatever I need right here. It's just, because I don't like things floating around and having to search at the bottom of my purse for things. So everything kind of stays maintained in here. And that's about all I carry. So let's go ahead and put all these things back in there. And my phone does fit. I will put my phone right here, or kind of like in the front wall, and I'll have it face this pocket so that it doesn't get scratched. So this is my crossbody at the moment. I'll probably wear it for a couple more days and then switch into something else. This bag, I know I did come in the fuchsia. It came in many different colors. I feel like black is pretty classic. It kind of reminds me for some reason of the Coach Cassie, but this is, in my opinion, one of the nicest crossbodies. I love how much it fits and how easy it is to wear. And I love how it has like these little compartments and it does expand. The leather is very soft and I do condition it, and I do keep my bag stuffed. So even though I do keep it stuffed, it still gets this shape at the bottom. So, all right. Well, so this is my carry at the moment. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. Have a great day.